Welcome to the Meteor Conspiracy channel. I created this channel to help like-minded people research things that normal people seem to disregard. I will be giving my interpretations on many different subjects that might turn out to be incorrect, or it might be deemed to have some weight to the matter. Regardless, please feel free to follow along. I would also like to ask you to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. With that being said, pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, and let's get to it. Hello there, my fellow conspiracy theorists. Today we're going to be discussing those things that fly through space. I, of course, am talking about asteroids. To start us off, let's discuss exactly what asteroids are. There are three different classifications that people tend to get mixed up. They are asteroid, meteoroid, and meteorite. An asteroid is a small rocky body that orbits the sun. This is a rock-like object that does not come in contact with the Earth. A meteor or meteoroid, not metroid, but meteoroid, is a particle that is broken off of an asteroid or comet that is orbiting the sun and burns up as it enters the Earth's atmosphere, creating the effect of a shooting star. This object does not hit the Earth, but gets close enough to burn up in the atmosphere. A meteorite is the term given to a piece of comet or asteroid that falls into the Earth's atmosphere and survives to actually hit the surface of the Earth. Here are some known facts about asteroids and meteors. Number 1, NASA estimates a car-sized asteroid hits our planet about once a year. Number 2, unlike rocky asteroids, comets are covered in icy layers of frozen gas and water. Number 3, some of the largest bodies in the asteroid belt actually measure around 583 miles across. Number 4, NASA estimates that a football field-sized asteroid hits Earth once every 2,000 years or so. Number 5, the meteorite that killed the dinosaurs was between 7 and 50 miles in diameter. The name Chicxulub is Yucatec Maya language, where Chick means flea or tick, and Zulub means devil, demon, or horns. So Chicxulub actually translates into flea devil or tick demon. The three types of asteroids are C-type or chondrite asteroids, and they are the most common. They probably consist of clay and silicate rocks and are dark in appearance. The S-types, these are the stony asteroids, are made of silicate materials and nickel iron. And finally, the M-types, which are metallic. Number 7, asteroids are small rocky objects that orbit the sun. Number 8, the first asteroid was Ceres, and that was discovered by Giuseppe Piazzi in 1801. Number 9, there are currently over 600,000 known asteroids in our solar system. Some estimates are that scientists believe that they have discovered around 95% of all asteroids, and the remaining 5% have yet to be identified. Number 10, most asteroids are found orbiting in the asteroid belt, which is a series of rings located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Number 11, astronomer William Herschel first coined the word asteroid, which means star-like, in 1802. Number 12, as well as being the first asteroid discovered, Ceres is also the largest known asteroid at 933 kilometers or 580 miles across. The smallest known asteroid, 1991 BA, is only 6 meters or 20 feet across. Number 13, Current theory suggests that asteroids are planetesimals, the building blocks of planets, that were never incorporated into one of the 8 planets in our solar system. Number 14, Apollo objects are asteroids whose orbit crosses the orbit of Earth. Number 15, an asteroid impact around 65 million years ago caused a chain reaction that led to the extinction of the dinosaurs and affected all life on Earth, according to scientists. Number 16, an asteroid about 0.15 kilometers or 0.1 miles in width is believed to have exploded over Siberia, causing damage within a radius of 700 square miles. This happened in Siberia on 30th of June, 1908, and it was an area so remote that it took researchers over a decade to know what happened and to get to the area to research. Number 17. Most asteroids are irregular in shape because they are too small to exert enough gravitational pull to become spherical in shape. Number 18. Some asteroids are blown-out comets. This happens when the ice is gone and all that remains is the rocky material. Number 19. A meteoroid the size of a car falls into the Earth's atmosphere on average once every year. This creates a bright fireball effect, but it usually burns up in the atmosphere before it reaches the ground. Number 20. For those of you who are thinking about traveling to South Africa, the buying and selling of meteorite pieces in South Africa is actually illegal. Don't do it. Number 21. A meteorite that is seen or detected as it lands are called falls, with those that are discovered later being referred to as finds. Number 22. Of the 500 estimated meteorites that reach the ground every year, only 5 or 6 are recovered for scientists to study. And finally, number 23. A meteorite will hit a human being once every 180 years, according to a study by Nature done in 1985, with Ann Hodges the only confirmed person to be hit by a meteorite in 1954. That actually means that the next time somebody will be hit by a meteorite is 2134, or an average of 0.0055 per year. Pretty cool, huh? With the evolution of technology and humans' ability to see further and further into space with greater and greater detail, comes the realization that eventually Earth will be struck with a meteorite that will cause significant damage. It's not a question of if, but when. It will be big enough to cause massive levels of damage, even an L or extinction level event, just like the one that was in the movie Deep Impact. Here are 4 such asteroids that have recently grabbed NASA's attention. On each, I will provide the name, size, year of closest approach, probability of impact, and a comparison to showcase its size. Number 1 is 2014 JO25. The size is 650 meters in diameter. The year of its closest approach is actually not too far away in 2027. The probability of it striking Earth is 1 in 8,300. And if you compare its size, it would actually be as tall as the Shanghai Tower. Number 2, 2014 AG5. Its 140 meter diameter puts its probability at 1 in 625. The year of its closest approach is 2040, and it is approximately the size of 1.4 lengths of football field, not including the end zones. Number 3 is 99942 Apophis. Its size is 370 meters in diameter. The year of its closest approach is 2068, with a probability of 1 in 150,000. The comparative size is 50 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. And finally, number 4, 101955 Bennu. With a size of 620 meters in diameter, its closest approach will be in 2128, with a probability of 1 in 1,000. It is taller than the Sears Tower in Chicago. There are several other things that people must keep in mind to determine the lethality of strikes, if they were to occur. Number 1 is the main one, and that is the speed. I want you to take a rock and toss it underhanded to your friend. They will probably catch it pretty easily with no damage to their hand. Now take that same exact rock and shoot it out of a cannon, and it will probably go through that same hand and likely take some of the arm off as well. Number 2 is weight. If you take a pound of feathers and a pound of steel and drop them from the Empire State Building, which one would you stand under? Of course, air resistance plays a factor in this as well, but you get the idea. There are other factors in play as well, such as trajectory, resistance, composition, and others as well. What makes this entire subject a conspiracy is not the matter of asteroids in space, or when they are going to hit Earth. It is rather the known response that all nations will take when it becomes apparent that an asteroid is on a collision course with Earth. They will not tell the general public until the last possible moment, if at all. Governments around the world cannot afford to inform its constituents if it becomes apparent that the world was in jeopardy. This is due to the amount of crime that would become a way of life as people struggled to acquire resources to ensure their own survival. Chaos would ensue. And this is if they knew of a meteor. What would happen if the government could not see a meteor approaching? The Chelyabinsk meteor is a good example of this. This meteor was hidden by the sun due to its close approach and its size until it exploded over Russia on February 15, 2013. The asteroid had an approximate size of 18 meters or 59 feet and an approximate mass of about 9,100 metric tons. About 1,100 people sought medical treatment, according to the Interior Ministry of Russia, and nearly 50 were hospitalized. I think, even subconsciously, that the creators of films like Deep Impact and Armageddon were trying to bring the subject to the forefront of the minds of people like you and I. We have to become more open with the information that we have today. It doesn't matter what the information is, if the information can threaten the human race, then it must be shared. The question is now, what are you going to do with the information that I have presented here today? Thank you for giving a little bit of your time to listen to everything that I have presented here today. I ask that you do not believe everything that I have told you in this video, but rather research all of this information on your own and come to your own conclusions. And thank you for clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of my new videos when they come out. And remember, in the information war, words are weapons.